Hey guys, let's keep covering this year's African Cup of Nations and break down 2 Afcon games going down on Friday for Matchday 2. Now be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel to get more Afcon stats and bets throughout the tournament. Let's look at this first game that I want to look at. It's Cape Verde and Mozambique. Odds for this game see Cape Verde favored at plus 110, the draw to plus 200, Mozambique being the underdog at plus 300. Over 2.5 will come in at plus 170. Under 2.5 is heavily favored at minus 225. Both teams to score yes, plus 125. Both teams to score no would be the favored result at minus 175 in that prop. However, in a tournament that's been mostly unders, that being under 2.5 in a game, as of the end of Wednesday, under 2.5 has gone 8-4. These teams were involved in 2 of those 4 overs so far. For Cape Verde, they scored a Matchday win early and late versus Ghana, going on to win 2-1. They held the edge in shots, 15-10, shots on target, 5-1 possession, 54%, and corners, 5-2. They had 3 players, Bebe, Rodriguez, and Cabral, who all had 3 or more shots, and 2 of them had 2 shots on target. Gary Rodriguez is also ranked second in XG so far at 1.28 behind Victor Osimhen. Cape Verde currently leads Group B with 3 points, but that's prior to Egypt and Ghana playing beforehand on Thursday. For Mozambique, they fell behind early when they were playing against Egypt in Matchday 1 in just the second minute of play, but they scored in the 55th and the 58th to take a 2-1 lead, and they just narrowly almost pulled off the upset, the shock upset, until Egypt scored with a tying PK goal deep into second half stoppage time from Mo Salah in the 97th minute, and that game ended 2-2. Statistically, Egypt held the advantage in shots, 21-6, shots on target, 5-2, possession, 62%, and corners, 7-2. For Mozambique, they're now undefeated in 3 games. They have just 1 loss in 5. They are 5-5-3 in their last 13 games. They've scored 5 goals in their last 3 games. They've also scored a goal, at least 1, in 11 of their past 13. Bets on both teams to score would be 8-5 in those 13 games. And if you were simply going over 1.5, so 2 or more goals, that would have hit in each of their past 8 games. For Cape Verde, they're 2-1-1 in their last 4, so that's not too bad. However, those 2 wins are their only 2 wins in their last 7. Both teams to score bets would be 5-3 in their last 8, and there's been at least 2 goals in 7 of their past 8. If we look at historical meetings between these teams, the last meeting came in 2021, Afcon qualifying, and it was won 1-0 by Cape Verde. There's 4 all-time meetings between them. The other games were 2-2, a 1-0 Cape Verde win, and a 2-0 Mozambique win. All of those games coming in Afcon qualifying, but the other 3 being in 2019 and 2014. If you're going to make a single bet on this game, even though it's favored to not see both teams to score, I think we could see goals from both teams here. Both teams have been involved in plenty of games that have seen goals, and both have been scoring themselves. So a both teams to score bet on its own would be a good bet. We're going to do a parlay with 2 games, so let's make this just a little bit easier and just go simply over 1.5 in this game. The second leg of the parlay will go to Senegal and Cameroon, also being played on Friday. It's the 2021 winners, Senegal, and the 2021 third place winners, Cameroon. Senegal is the favorites, minus 106 odds. The draw, plus 230. Cameroon, plus 320. Over 2.5 is a plus 170. Under 2.5, much like the last game, is the favored result, minus 225. Both teams to score yes, plus 137. Both teams to score no, minus 188. So another game where it's favored for low scoring and not goals from both teams. But let's look at these 2 teams so far. Senegal also contributed to one of those 4 overs in this tournament, and they had the most convincing win so far, a 3-0 win over Gambia. They scored just 4 minutes in Matchday 1, and they were aided by Gambia taking a red card late in the first half stoppage time. They got 2 more goals in the 52nd and the 86th to go on to get that 3-0 win. Senegal had the lead in shots, 14-12. Shots on target, 6-2. Possession, 69%. And corners, 6-4. For Cameroon, they also got some red card help on Matchday 1, playing against Guinea. Guinea took an early lead 10 minutes in, but then did themselves no favors by taking a first half stoppage time red card themselves, with Cameroon drawing level early in the second half, playing a man up to get that score to 1-1. Despite playing that whole half with an extra man and the stats being heavily tilted in Cameroon's favor, it did end in a draw. Cameroon had the lead in shots, 13-6, but the shots on target were still equal at just 2 apiece. Possession, 70% in Cameroon's advantage, and the corners, 5-0 for Cameroon as well. Cameroon is level on 1 point now, with Guinea behind Senegal with 3 and ahead of Gambia with 0 in Group C. Games between these teams we look historically, they are always very tight. They last played in a friendly last year in October, and Senegal won 1-0. Now, there's been 6 all-time meetings between these teams, and there's barely ever been any goals. If we look at those results, there's been 2 1-0 Senegal wins, 1 1-0 Cameroon win, and 3 0-0 draws. For Senegal, they are in great form. They came into the tournament in great form. They warmed up with a win. They got a win in Matchday 1. They're 11-3-1 in their last 15. They've scored a goal in 12 of those 15. They've kept clean sheets in each of their last 5 games and also in 10 of their last 15 games. That defense, that stingy defense, was also on display in the last Afcon when they kept clean sheets in 5 of 7 games and they only allowed 2 goals throughout the entire tournament. Cameroon is the complete opposite. They are not in good form right now at all. They have 3 straight 1-1 draws, so they're not losing, but they're not winning. They have only 1 win in their past 6 games. They have only 2 wins in 11, and they have only 4 wins in their past 19. They have, though, scored a goal in 4 straight games, as well as in 13 of 17, but they've conceded a goal in 15 of their last 19. They are also missing captain and striker Vincent Aboubakar, who suffered a thigh injury in training prior to the tournament and missed Matchday 1, so that will hamper their scoring abilities. So for me, if I had to pick a winner in this game, you have to look the champions way and go for Senegal, and the team just in much better form right now. But because this is a parlay bet, let's make this even simpler. Because we've seen very little scoring between these teams, let's simply just ask for Senegal to get 1 goal, just in case it happens to be 1-1. Single bet could be Senegal to win. In this parlay, though, we'll just go Senegal to score. So Senegal to score with over 1.5 between Cape Verde and Mozambique. That would come in right around even money. I found it at minus 102 odds over at Bet365. So that would be my Afcon parlay for Friday. Let me know how you see these games finishing or any other games in the tournaments. Be sure to drop me your picks down there in the comments. Hit the like button on your way out, and good luck with all of your Afcon picks this tournament.